How is everybody doing? You know, here's another camping video, and I'm excited to bring it to you. But I wanted to preface first a little bit of kind of what's been happening in the last little bit. A lot of people have been saying, Jay, I haven't seen you out on the trails as much as normal. And you are absolutely correct. You have not. I mean, this is my first real camping outing since the expo. I mean, except for California. I just couldn't pass up that opportunity to go down to California. But you're absolutely right. I haven't been out anywhere near as much. So I've been dealing with something called palindromic rheumatism. And it's painful. And it attacks certain joints. And it's made it so that it's very difficult to go out camping, especially in cold weather. But that's where this video is a personal triumph for me. This is the first time I got out, and it was just a camping video, nothing special, no major trails, you know, no major epic spots. I mean, it was a beautiful spot, don't get me wrong, but it was what it stood for. I was back out in the woods without a lot of pain, and for me, that's huge. So I'm pretty excited to have this as kind of my kickoff to getting back outdoors again. I want to actually thank a lot of people who have given me support over the last little bit. Rick, I really enjoy all of your pin drops that you send me saying, hey brother, come on out. Keep it up, man. I really enjoy it. So thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody else who's invited me out. And, you know, hey Jay, let's get going. It really means a lot. I hope you enjoy this video because it meant a lot for me to get out. Thank you. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Another day out west in the mountains. Gotta love it. Today's gonna be just a fun little camping trip. Gotta get out of the city. Try out my new stove that I got. I'll have to show you guys the new stove. My last one quit on me when I was down in California and froze up. So I have a new replacement for it. And it's just a basic stove, but I'm excited to try it out. Anyways, we're going to meet a few people out there. Going to meet a couple in Rocky, and then we're going to head out to, I think it was the Baseline Mountain area. So, yeah, all in all, I think it's going to be a really great weekend, and really happy you guys can join us. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for joining. Always like pulling into Rocky. It's kind of a cool little town. A lot of history in Rocky Mountain House, but it's always the beginning of a lot of adventures. So whenever I get into Rocky, I kind of get a little excited every time I see it. It's also a great place to top up on fuel. Makes you wonder how many adventures have started out here in Rocky. People meeting up, kind of getting together. It's kind of a central hub to the Western Mountains, so it's kind of the go-to place for a lot of people to meet up, which is what we're doing today. We're meeting up with a couple people here today, and gonna meet up at our good old haunt, Tim Hortons. We are heading out. We've met up at Tim's and we're heading out towards Baseline Mountain area. Rick and Greg are already out there with their trailers, so should be a pretty fun camping time. Just get out in the mountains, get out of town. I'm in. got to the campsite, we found a really sweet spot in the trees. Typical Alberta weather. As soon as the sun goes away, it starts to snow. So I think we've gotten all 4 seasons so far this weekend. That's what I love about Alberta, man. I love it. And I love this campsite. I'm actually pretty stoked to camp here this weekend. During the course of the day, we probably had about 7 different snowfalls, with sunny periods in between. It was pretty interesting. So with all the cold weather rolling in, we decided we needed a little bit more firewood in order to keep the fire up and running. After looking around a little bit, we found a nice spot that had a lot of deadfall. It was perfect for firewood.
Way younger than me. Look at your mother.
I'm having my smoke. That's a tough
It's
drive.
your maturity.
Hard on the nerves, you know, coming up this little trail.
Okay, I got my wood.
Mike's done.
We ended up getting a pretty good haul of firewood. It was time for supper. We had some great steaks. Greg and Janaea had a great stew cooking in their Dutch oven all day. Smelled great, tasted even better. Thanks, guys.
How are you? You're pretty warm. Hey, touch my face. Like ice cold. But yeah, you gotta insulate that bottom here.
It was good to get out with friends again. Get outside, get outdoors. Man, soothes the soul. But it's a good thing I brought my buddy heater. Kind of got chilly that night. Anyways, I don't think I've slept this well in so long. It was great. Well, beautiful morning in the mountains. Good morning, everyone. Went to go make some coffee this morning, try out my new stove, and well, I didn't realize that butane actually freezes at a higher temperature than propane does. I usually don't have a lot of issues with my propane freezing. I've had it happen before, but anyways, I think I want to say it's about a -10, -11-ish last night. And the butane froze, so I got it in my armpit, thawing it out so I can make some coffee. There's no morning's good without coffee. Thanks. Well, a big shout out to Rick for letting me use his stove, which is propane and not butane, so I can have my coffee this morning. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate it. Looks like I'm gonna get my coffee after all.
Lots of ducks because ducks and warm water.
What's your good puppy doing? Oh, yeah. Well, after everybody had a little bit of breakfast and we did some exploring, we decided it was time to get moving, head home for the day. It was a great weekend. The weather was, for the most part, really, really good. Made for a very good experience. It was a great time. Well, another successful camping weekend in the books. Got to try out a new vest. Got to get out and explore the outdoors a bit more. Get out in nature. I always feel so refreshed after that. Had a great sleep last night. Wind really picked up about 3 in the morning. You hear it just whistling through the trees, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, very successful weekend, and happy I came out. I appreciate you guys joining in for another adventure, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.
a beautiful stranger.